Today I'm replacing the trans cooler lines on a 2011 BMW X3. This is what they look like. Runs along the oil pan. This is where it attaches to the trans, and it goes up here to the oil cooler that bolts to the fan shroud. So what happened on this car is it got towed in with no trans fluid in it. Here's the fitting I already pulled off. This will be easier for me to show you how to release these. This little green section, you just pull out on it and it releases these fingers. So it's not too bad to pull these lines off the cooler. You can see that one that's still down there. Let's see if I can get a better picture with the green tab on it. Right there where it attaches to the cooler. Get a little screwdriver and pick that green thing out, and then you can just grab it and slide it right off the cooler with your hands. You can do both of them from the top. So let's see if I can show you right now. I already picked that little green retaining clip out, so now I can just grab this and just pull it straight away with my hands. Now it is released. And then the other one, as you can see, is already released. What happened was it broke at where it attached here. This is supposed to be part of the line, and it just snapped right off and dumped all of its trans fluid out. And we're going to see if this trans is okay after I replace these. So now I lifted up the car, and from the bottom you can see the line runs right there next to the oil pan. What you're going to need to do is, it helps to have the new one right here, so you can see the points that it secures here and here. It's a inverted Torx, 8mm inverted Torx bit is what you're going to need. And all you're going to want to do is stick your hand right through here and get up to that clamp. Go through the center of that, and that's the bolt that needs to be released right now. So I just loosened it. Now I can just get a short extension right there. Sorry, hard to show you this. This is kind of maybe I can get a better angle. How about that? Yeah, right there. That's what I'm releasing, those clamps. So this one, and then the back one. Back one I'm gonna have to get through back here. Back right above the drive shaft. I'm going to reach my hand right up here with a 1/4-inch drive, inverted Torx 8mm socket, release that one I just showed you, and then you can get back here to this 13mm bolt here and release that with an open end wrench or a socket, whatever you want. So now I released that screw right there, that 13mm, and I'm just going to put a little bit of, get a pry bar up here and just pull this away, and it's going to drip all over the floor. If it released on this side, you can take it and move it over the top of the drive shaft back to this side over here. You just kind of, hard for me to show myself doing this, but you can kind of just fight it this way and then pull it towards the back of the car. You can fish this whole thing out from the back. It's a little bit of a fight, but totally doable. And you just gotta keep kind of rotating it and fighting it, and eventually you will get it out the back here. So it goes in kind of a tight spot. It goes over the top of the differential, and it's got a little bit of, one of the hoses is bent pretty good at the end. So you may have to get up here like I'm doing right now and kind of help push it back, and then pull and twist and do whatever you have to do. I can see it's kind of wrapped around the steering column a little bit right now, so I'm just going in through here and fighting it around that. They're pretty flexible actually, and the new ones will be even more flexible. The old ones get a little bit brittle from all the heat cycling and stuff, but they had to make them out of plastic, so if these were hard lines, they'd be much more difficult. On some of the older ones, they have the hard lines, and those are even more of a fight than this. So I'm actually going to pull this. I'm actually going to pull this shield down right here, this metal shield, to give me a little bit better angle on this. So this is just some 18mm bolts, and this will be out of the way. It might help a little. The way I was able to kind of just fight it back here like this and pull it down here, just do that right away. You know, just pull that plate off while you're pulling the belly pan off. Like I said, just 18 millimeter socket is all you'll need. And then you can pull this down like this. So it's a little bit of a fight, but you'll want to just pull it like I did through the back. Pull that shield out of the way and you'll do it a little quicker than I just did. But yeah, it's not too bad. Now I'm gonna leave all the plugs on that it came with while I'm shoving it up through there so I don't get a bunch of dirt and stuff like that in the cooler lines. And yeah, I'm just gonna start pushing it up through the bottom and using my other hand through here to kind of route it up against the oil pan, and on the inside between the steering rack and the oil pan, and just fight it back into place, and put a little bit of grease on the O-rings and start to stick this back on now. So once you see it come out, it's a pretty straightforward process to put it back in. You'll probably want to do a trans service after this, rather than just topping it off, just because, you know, running dry is never good, and there may be a lot of hopefully not too much clutch material, but there may be some in there, so it'll be a good chance to inspect the whole thing anyways. So that's it. Thanks for watching.